Hello everyone, welcome to AITech1.com. My name is Sumit and this is my another video in Salesforce Einstein Analytics. I am working as a Salesforce Einstein consultant and here in this video I'm going to talk about that how can we use SOQL type on a dashboard. So as far as all of us we know that in building dashboards in Einstein Analytics, we need to bring the data into Einstein Analytics, apply transformations on that, create a data set, and then we use those data sets for visualization. In today's video, a new concept, I'm just going to tell you that a new concept or a new feature has been added in Einstein, and that is the SOQL. So basically, how can we use the data or how can we get the data, Salesforce data, directly into Einstein for visualization? So this means that we can create a chart widget or a table in Einstein Analytics with Salesforce live data. Because till now we will not be working on live data sets. We would be connected with data sets, and data sets are connected with the data flows. We can schedule the data flow, but now we would be working with live data sets, live database. But the functionality I'm going to tell you, this will work only with Salesforce dataset. It is not going to work with your CSV data or any other connector. It will only work with your local Salesforce dataset. So to proceed this further, you must be having a knowledge about some basic JSON in Einstein because there is no GUI option available for customizing this. For this, we need to configure us. We need to customize our JSON, and in JSON, we need to write this. So let me show you the scenario first of all. Let me tell you the requirement. So my requirement is very straightforward. I'm going to create a dashboard, and in this dashboard, I would like to fetch the data directly from my opportunity object and display the data over there. So my requirement is I would like to show the opportunities or total amount generate total amount grouped by stage wise. That's what my requirement is. And we have more than 50 plus items, almost 700 records. So there are two ways. Either we can take help of data manager, create a data set, load the data into Einstein data set repository, and then we can use that data set for visualization. Or what we can do is we can write a SOQL query directly into JSON. So let's get to the JSON. Press Control E and you will get to the JSON. Let me increase the font a little bit so that you guys can understand very well what I'm going to write. And I'm going to create a new step actually. So therefore, I just expand the steps. And the step name I'm going to give is, let's say, step underscore one. That's the name of the step. And in this step, the type we are going, usually what happened when we create a type, we used to have aggregate flex or some or something else. But here I'm going to use the type will be the type we are going to create for this step will be SOQL. So it indicates that we are going to create a SOQL query. So what's the query are we going to write? I'm just going to write direct SOQL query here. So select name, comma, stage name, comma, amount from. We can add where clause as on required. Now, when we write this query, it will fetch the name, stage name, and amount. Now we need to we need to add a couple of more attributes. So the first of all, what are the string parameters we have here? What are the string attributes? And string will be we will be using name and stage name. And be very careful about this. And basically name. The next I would like is the next setting we have to configure here is the first we consider the type, then query, then string, then the number field or the measure field you can see. So here my measure field is amount. So I'm using because we might have multiple measure fields. So which measure fields we want to include in visualization? Numbers. Do we need any groupings? So yes, I need grouping and I want to group by I want to group by stage name. So my requirement is I want to group by stage. Grouping will be done by stage name, and the select mode I set as mode I set as. So that's the query, and you can see what we have done. We are not using any database or something. We are directly getting the data from. We are writing a query directly on opportunity object. Let's click on done. If any issue with your query, if any error with your query, then this query will throw an error message. But right now you see this, there is no error, and we are getting edit, clone, properties, delete, and preview. Now I would like to preview this. So the very first step is I just drag and drop. Okay, I just drag and drop a table. I create a table, and I'm going to use this query within this table. I drag and drop. And as soon as I drag and drop this query, as you can see, we are getting the stage is closed one, and we can preview this out actually. See the stage is closed one. These are the opportunities in closed one stage, and that's the amount we can scroll down. We can have closed one, closed one. So So what we can do is we can group by, we can customize this query, and we can group by, customization can be done. We can group by stage name and further group by stage name and opportunity. So we can group by that. That is the first step. And at the same point, we can use this in a tape, in a chart also. I just drag and drop in a chart, and we can see the data in a chart. So this looks more clear within the chart. So let me remove this table right. Okay, so let's keep this table, or I'll just move this table. And let me make chart. And let's have a look. So when we preview, we can see the close one, close loss, and the amount. That's the basically that's the calculation. So this is how we can write a query. We can get the data directly from the and I just wanted to make sure whether it's a live data or not. So let me make some changes in the query, and instead of grouping, I'm not doing any grouping right now. Let's say that there is no grouping, no numbers. We just wanted to show the data in a table. So numbers, let's say, but there is no grouping. Let's done it. I just drag and drop a table and drop it. We are getting a table here now. So when we preview, we got the record. Now let's do one thing. Let me go and create a new opportunity. So I'm just creating a new opportunity, and I'm just adding a new opportunity here. I just add a new opportunity name as, let's say, I add an opportunity name as Salesforce training with Salesforce training for AI Tech 1. Amount is, let's say, it's much 70,000. And the opportunity close date I set as 9 something. Stage is I set as next proposal of price code, and click on save. So you can see a new opportunity is created named as Salesforce Trading for AI Tech 1. Right now, let's go and check. We preview, and when we refresh it out, we would be getting the update. It will refresh the data. So let me do one thing. Let me save this, and I'm going to save this as my code. Can see. As soon as I saved it, I got a message here: Salesforce training for AI Tech 1. So you can see you won't have to rerun, or we don't have to schedule the data flow. We don't need to run the data flow. And what happened here is, what as soon as we add the data and we refresh it, or we just close and open again, it automatically fetch the updated data based on the query. The query will run in the background. It will fetch the records and display the data. So that's the way we can use a SOQL step within Einstein dashboard. So this is the way we work on this. So that's all in this video. If you like this video, don't forget to press the like button. Please subscribe our YouTube channel to get more updates on Salesforce Einstein and Salesforce training. If you need some customized training on Salesforce Einstein or Salesforce admin or lightning or any module of Salesforce, you can contact with us. Visit our website www.aitech1.com, or you can drop us an email on support@aitech1.com, or you can contact us on the numbers given. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Bye.